Hello everyone, we are at Mendota Prairie. This is the other side of Governor Nelson's State Park across the street. And if you can see behind me, there's a very, very rich neighborhood. I'm going to step out of the way a second so you can actually see some of the houses over there. Those are multi-story mansions, and those are the kind of neighborhoods that many of you watching this might actually aspire to live in one day. Those are houses for rich investors and fat cats and hereditary rich people and other people that got money somehow. I actually don't care how they got it, but they are very, very wealthy. Now, you might be asking, why isn't my crypto, XRP, VT, Cardano, whatever, going up, even though it's gotten so many partnerships? I remember back in 2017, when anything got any kind of a partnership, it shot straight through the roof. Well, let me tell you why, because it's no longer 2017. See, back then, cryptos were much more of a novel thing. There's a lot more people in cryptos right now. And the thing is, partnerships by themselves are simply not nearly as impressive as they used to be. Now, that's definitely true because, cryptos like XRP, VT, Cardano, even Tron, they actually have partnerships. Yes, real partnerships that have been confirmed by the other side, like every 3 days. Now, when you have partnerships every month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, or if you're the only one in the industry back then, that was a big deal. But if you have something every other day, it's just not as impressive. It's like, the first time you actually win like a track meet, that's very impressive. But if you win track meets every other day, that's not really impressive anymore, and people stop getting excited after a while. And the thing is, despite the partnerships, there's not really that much utility, whether for whichever coin that you're actually looking for. If you're looking at VET, there's just not much VTHO burn right now. If you're looking at XRP, the amount of money being transferred through ODL is just not impressive if you compare it to the overall volume of XRP or the crypto market, and the amount of money being transferred is nowhere enough to actually influence the price, and that's why the price isn't going up. The actual utility is just not there. Cardano doesn't even have its system launched yet. Tron is, well, Tron, and it's not really burning enough or using enough gas to actually influence the price. So the thing is, despite all the partnerships, which are real and actually are great for the future, in the current moment, they're not there right now. And the thing is, truthfully, your coin is just simply not as great as you made it out to be. That doesn't mean it's good, because all these investments, I believe, are good, but it's just not as great as you actually make it out to be. Now, I know a lot of people are but what about the NDAs? NDAs. They've been yelling NDAs for like 2 freaking years. Most of those NDAs would have actually come to be by now, and they really haven't accomplished much through the NDAs. What NDAs really are just agreements for both parties not to talk about it without a further agreement. And the thing truly is, for the NDAs, there are NDAs out there, but they're not nearly as impactful as people think they are. They're probably a lot like the other partnerships that have already been out in the open. So while they're good in their additions, hardly any of them, I doubt, would actually truly be revolutionary. So the thing is, don't expect NDAs when they come out to light to really boost up the price. I mean, it's good, these partnerships are really good for headlines, and we've had a lot of big partnerships. For XRP, we have several banks. For VET, we have Deloitte, DNVGL, and all these, and these are big partnerships. But the utility for none of these coins are actually there. And people who are hounding you about global adoption, IMF, BIS, whatever, amazing NDA, are going to take over the entire Chinese blockchain system. Those are people that are just basically pulling things out of their ass, essentially, with basically nothing truly to actually back it. They're just essentially trying to build hype to get you to watch videos, essentially. And they're just really not nearly as good as they make it out to be. Now, don't get me wrong, they're still good investments, but they're not some magical miracle gem that they hyped them up to be. So you get really excited and buy 100x of whatever coin. So the thing is, your coin's not going 100x because there's no reason for it to go 100x. And the FOMO aspect of 2017 just nearly isn't as strong as 2017 right now. And also people are looking for a lot more. People are actually looking for real utility. Because a lot of the, the moon people already exited the market back in 2018 and 2019. The people who are left, they're not going to buy more until they see more solid news, or unless the FOMO comes back and all those retail investors actually come back in, which could actually happen, but not right now. So the thing is, your coin isn't going up not because of any government plot to keep it down. There's nothing like that. The man isn't trying to keep you down. The man doesn't give two shits about you. He's not trying to keep you down or anything. Your coin's not going up because there's just no demand for it right now, and the partnerships aren't increasing demand for the coin, at least not in the current moment. Everything is basically kind of suppressed because of COVID-19, and the economy is basically shut down right now. It's not because of any evil government plot or anything. It's just because natural demand isn't really that high, and you've been led to believe that your coin is actually a lot more than it actually is right now. It might be good, but it's not some miracle pill. And the thing is, to have another bull run, you need the entire market to actually come up. And the NDAs, they're really not going to do that much anytime soon. So that's the video for today. If you're really wondering why your coin hasn't shot up, that's the real reason. Don't listen to all that BS saying that there's some super secret plot to actually suppress the price and then all of a sudden blow it up because some random dark entity wants to do that. There's nothing like that. There's basically just, this coin just isn't going up right now because no one is actually using it and everyone's speculating, and people aren't willing to speculate that much. Because that's the actual truth. And if you really look at the evidence, everything actually points to that as well. Because you're not going to have NDAs for like the last 2 or 3 years that have been basically kept quiet on some global domination mission or some like Chinese national domination mission that just hasn't come out. Someone would have leaked it by now, and the insiders would have bought up the coin like crazy, and we haven't seen any evidence of that. Therefore, all that stuff is basically complete BS. So that is the news report for today. Let me know what you think, like and subscribe, and hit that bell notifications button. Thank you, and have a nice day.